Hey friends, good morning. Today is Monday, March 18th. It's an absolutely beautiful day, and I decided that I'm going to take you along for a day in the life so you can actually see what my real life looks like. I am a stay-at-home mom. I also do GrubHub part-time. I am a runner and a carnivore, and I thought I'd take you to see what a typical day in my life looks like. Today, we have gotten up and brushed our teeth and made the bed. I've got the kids' lunches together. My husband is going to take them to school. And then you're going to go along with me. I have to GrubHub today for a little while, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store to stock up on a few things on the way out and about. We are going to come home, go for a nice run. We have to go pick up the kids from school, make dinner, all that good stuff. So first, we start our day off with coffee, of course, and then we're going to get ourselves started. So I will see you in the car when we start our day. Okay, friends, it's 8 o'clock. We just dropped the kids off at school. There was a change of plans. I dropped them off. It's okay. I feel blessed to be able to do it. We listened to Weird Al Yankovic in the car because the songs are awesome. While I GrubHub, which, by the way, as a stay-at-home mom, it's a really fun way to make extra money and do stuff, especially since they're a little older and they're at school during the day. They still kind of need me after school and weekends and all of that fun stuff. So it's just like a really great way to fill in those gaps so I'm not like sitting around the house folding laundry and losing my mind all day. So I'm out GrubHubbing. I think it's like fishing. You just drive around and you wait until you get a bite and then you go. I really enjoy it. So while I GrubHub, I like to listen to audiobooks. I just finished How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And now I'm on Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'm usually always listening to a book now. I really enjoy it a lot. And it's a great way to read when you don't have a lot of time to just sit and read. Anyway, we're going to go until we get our first order and I will check back in. Hey friends, so it's now 8:07. We got our first order for IHOP. We are here. Let's go. So I'm showing you IHOP, me walking in, and I'm going to show you snippets of a few of the deliveries that I made today. I just wanted to give you a realistic picture of what it looks like to GrubHub. You get the food, you drop off the food. I did 7 or 8 total today. After I went to the grocery store, I did an additional 2, and I did not show you that later, but I wanted to let you know. Hey friends, so I've been pretty steady busy today between GrubHub and I also do DoorDash, but it's getting a little slow, so I decided to leave it running and we are going to go into Aldi to get some groceries for the house. Let's go. So I was in Aldi for all of 10 minutes. I had to stock up for the week. I needed some fresh produce and also we were out of bread. My kids eat sandwiches for lunch, so we kind of needed some staple items. I also impulse bought these Waterloo raspberry nectarines and they were absolutely delicious. I will definitely buy again. So I was able to get all of my groceries in and out of Aldi in about 10 minutes. So I am still on the clock and we're going to just keep going until we get another order. It is about 11:30. Let's see how we do. Hey friends, so we are back home. It is about 12:20, so we were gone for about 4 hours. I made $63. I got through 9.5 chapters of my book. I was able to do all of the grocery shopping for the week. I impulse bought these Waterloos at Aldi. Next, we are going to get ourselves together. We're going to start getting dinner together, and then we're going to go for our run. Okay, so all of the groceries are put away, and we are going to get ourselves ready for dinner so we don't have to worry about it later. I have a Pyrex container with 2 pork tenderloins. They look gorgeous. And if you are on a budget and you're a carnivore, you don't have to spend a ton of money. Pork and chicken are really great ways to supplement your diet without like breaking the bank, and they are like bulky foods. You can make a lot of it, have leftovers, and it's delicious. So I'm going to add just some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder. And I'm doing spices. Again, I go on and off various degrees of carnivore. When I'm strict, I don't do the spices. But for a typical weeknight night dinner, when I'm not really super strict at the time, totally fine. So I'm putting salt, pepper. We have thyme leaves. I love thyme. It's always been one of my very favorite herbs. It smells good. It tastes good on like any meat. So I urge you to use it. And we're just gonna put it on there and we're gonna give her a rub. You know, massage it in. We're gonna flip it over And we're gonna do the same thing. Salt, I'm using Redmond real salt. I love it because it has a lot of extra minerals and such, and it makes it taste so good, but it is non-iodized. So I also use iodized salt sometimes to make sure I'm getting my iodine in. A little pepper, garlic powder, and thyme. It's gonna make boring pork taste really good, and it's gonna make it taste like I put a lot more effort into it than I actually did. That's done. I'm gonna throw some foil on this. And I'm gonna pop it in the fridge. I am not a chef, I'm just some lady. So I'm gonna pop this in the fridge until it's time to make dinner, and then I'm gonna put some butter and some shaky Parmesan cheese on there. It's gonna give it like that extra yum, and then we're gonna finish it off. But for now, it's gonna go in the fridge. So that took us all of 5 minutes to do, no big deal. I'm gonna get some potatoes because with this pork, we're having some mashed potatoes and probably some broccoli. I am not having mashed potatoes, my family is having mashed potatoes, and this is a massive potato. Probably one day a week I have a leftover day, so none of this food is going to go to waste, and I hope it tastes good and that my family loves it. I like to have homemade dinners. We don't eat out a whole lot, and especially since I've been on Carnivore, I just don't enjoy it as much unless it's a Brazilian steakhouse. Then I'm in line, first in line, like every single time. But other than that, it's just kind of expensive and tedious, and eating out isn't a big thing for us. But I love sitting at the table with my family and eating dinner every night, and I love being able to have homemade meals for them. Feel free to leave the skin on your potatoes. My family prefers them without it. So I'm gonna take the extra 2 minutes it takes to peel potatoes and peel the things because I love my family. That's one of the reasons I choose to DoorDash and GrubHub. I love being able to contribute to my family and make some extra money, but I love that I can still devote myself and my life to my family. You know, being a stay-at-home mom isn't the most glamorous job in the world all the time, but it makes me happy, and I see the result. My kids, I feel like, just do well with me as a stay-at-home mom, and I'm very blessed and grateful to my husband that he has allowed me to do that. But I can still work and get out and, you know, feel efficient and feel like I'm contributing. I always keep a garbage bowl on my counter because I don't want to have to run back and forth to the trash can. I don't want to have to keep the trash can right next to me. It's an effective way to manage your trash. I think Rachel Ray started that. It was like a garbage bowl, she called it. But that was actually a good idea. I don't endorse or denounce Rachel Ray in any way, whatever. I just kind of take little bits from everything. Speaking of which, Atomic Habits, that book that I'm listening to, oh, it is so good. A lot of the stuff I already knew, but I see it in a new perspective after listening to it, and it's kind of cool. I'm just in a phase where I'm always developing myself, but if I can find new ways to relearn old things and just be efficient, I'm going to try. And I try every day, and I don't always succeed, but I always try and be, you know, the best version of myself or whatever. I think it's helpful. So I'm happy. I'm going to implement some of the things that I learned today. It especially reiterates awareness of your current habits, you know, because things become automatic and how you associate positive reward with sometimes negative things. So that's kind of cool. I've got a pot. I'm going to fill it with cold water, and as it's filling, I'm going to cube up these potatoes and put them in the pot. Now, I learned a trick from actually a YouTuber, Becky at Acre Homestead. Absolutely love her channel. She's taught me a lot about cooking and life in general. If you put potatoes in water, they won't start to oxidize and brown. You can kind of let them hang out until you're ready for them. So you can definitely pre-get your potatoes ready. Because when dinner comes around, I want my potatoes waiting for me, not the other way around. And especially like after school time when things are more hectic and busy, I kind of want all of the work to be done for me. I just want to be able to kind of throw everything together so that I can enjoy time with my family and we don't have to worry about it. So I don't know that I find my life particularly exciting, but I've seen these day in the life things sort of take off, and I've actually enjoyed watching other people just sort of like living a day in their life to see what other people do. So if you find this video interesting and you'd like to see more day in the lives, especially maybe on a day where I go to the gym or do something, you know, more exciting, let me know in the comments. Here we go. I have my pot filled with potatoes and water. It's actually filled quite a bit. I am going to put this in the fridge, and then when I'm ready to make dinner, I'm just going to pop them on. No big deal. Thank you so much for making dinner with me. Next, I'm going to go change my clothes and we're going to go out for a run. And I like to have my clothes and everything that I'm going to do after my run ready to go. Because when I get done from a run, I want to take a shower. And when I take a shower, I want to have everything ready for me because I don't want to waste time. So before my run, I always set out all of the clothes that I'm going to wear. And I'm doing that right now after my run so that when I come in, I can take my shower and be done with it. I'll see you out there. We started off running and it went without a hitch. I did 2 miles of regular running and then 1.5 miles of interval running. If you remember, my goal for March is to do 21 miles per week. Last week, I just made it at 21.2 miles, so I was barely getting under the radar. I'm trying to be more mindful and making my longer runs earlier in the week, so I'm going to keep doing that and try and do better. I only have 16.5 left this week. So I just got back from my run. But I'm thirsty, so I'm having my Element electrolytes, again not sponsored, but I'll link them below, to replenish. These are just the raw unflavored. I want to have a seltzer water, so I'm making myself chug a whole one of these, and then we're going to take a shower, and then we're going to have a seltzer water, a couple hard-boiled eggs for lunch, and then we're going to move on to the rest of our day. It is now 1:42 and we're doing great. Hey friends, so it is 2:05. We are all showered. I am hungry enough to eat a meal, but it's later afternoon, so I'm going to have a small meal. I have 3 hard-boiled eggs and some ground beef there, and I'm going to enjoy that with this new flavor, raspberry nectarine Waterloo. And I'm going to start doing some editing and checking emails and that good stuff until it's time to pick up the kids from school. It is 3:30, just got the kids home from school. I want to eat dinner about 4:30, which is kind of early, but again, they have activities and I want to get it done. So I'm going to preheat the oven and get these potatoes going, and then the kids are going to do their homework and we're going to move on to the next part of our day. So I just threw these potatoes on medium low, just they can go low and slow on their own time. I preheated the oven to 400 degrees. I baked this pork 25 minutes covered, 20 non-covered. And to jazz it up, I just threw a little butter on there and sprinkled some grated Parmesan cheese. This isn't necessary, but it makes it taste extra special. While I'm waiting for the oven to preheat, today at Aldi, I bought some grapes for the kids' lunches for the week. So one of my least favorite tasks is taking them off the vine and washing them. So while I have this time, I'm just going to do that now. So I just take them all off, put them in a bowl, wash them. I put baking soda in the water and kind of swish them around and let it sit for a few minutes and then rinse them off. And then when I'm done, I put them in these little containers, pop them in the fridge, and then I don't have to get their fruit ready in the morning for lunch. It's all ready for me. One thing I don't mention in this video is every night I get their lunches together for the next day, and I am telling you, doing these little few-minute tasks that can save you time all week, I am always in favor of. Being efficient is super fun and saves you a lot of time and anguish. Look at that icky water. Always wash your produce, friends. So that took no time at all. In a matter of just a few minutes, I was able to get 9 little containers of grapes. So that's fruit for the lunches for all week and some snacks for the weekend. So can't beat it. So after this, I wrapped up dinner. I took my pork's temperature. It was fine. I threw some broccoli in the microwave. I made some of that beef fat. I threw it in the air fryer, 400 degrees for 13 minutes. And when it comes out, I always save glass jars so I can pour the fat from the air fryer in there so it doesn't clog your drains or mess up your air fryer. We had a really lovely dinner, and the mashed potatoes, I just put some butter and milk in there. They're mashed potatoes, nothing fancy. Here's my humble dinner table, and for my plate, I had some beef fat and the pork. I show you an example of my children's plate as well. So after dinner, we did our activities and cleaned up, and that was about it. Okay, friends, that's a wrap. It's about 7 p.m. Mr. Run Carnivore Run has gone to a meeting. Dinner is done, put away, dishes are done. Activities are done, so the day is kind of winding down. I'm going to go spend some time with the kids. We're going to get them down to bed, and then I'm going to have about an hour of me time and chill time before Mr. Run Carnivore Run gets home, and we get to talk about our day and spend some time together. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be up at 6:30 a.m. so we can start a brand new, fresh day. Thanks again for taking the time to watch my day. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments and I can do another one. Also, any products that I might have mentioned today, I'm going to link down below. If I forgot anything, please let me know. God bless you.